Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Monday Memo. Now, there's an old saying from Proverbs that is, where there is no vision, the people will perish. And this means in finance, we find two types of professionals. We have those who have no vision or lack a clear vision or being held back in their careers and struggling to make a meaningful impact in their organizations. And then there are those who do have an effective vision, know what they're about, they're seen as influential, and are relevant to solving meaningful problems. So, which type are you? I mean, to help to get to that answer, let's look at organizations we work for or with and try and understand why do they exist. I mean, they exist to fill some sort of need that's not being met within their community, i.e. solving gaps between what people have and what they want. And in the process, they create a customer. Or where that need is being met, they also exist to service it more effectively and efficiently than other organizations are presently doing, in effect, solving needs or have want gaps, and that's the process of value creation. So I've encapsulated this in a 4Cs model. 1, the community has an unmet need or an ineffectively met need. 2, the company owners who identify the need and create an organization to service it to create a customer, which is the third element, who, as they grow, they require more. And the fourth stakeholder would be colleagues and other members of the community, suppliers, resource providers, to service them and meeting those needs. So the only reason for an enterprise to exist is value creation. And for any organization to survive and prosper into the long term, it must develop and use its capabilities for transforming the resources it has, such as raw materials, capital, labor, intellectual capital, to create real sustainable value for customers. So successful organizations create value by providing products or services that customers value more highly than any available alternatives, and they do this while consuming fewer resources, in effect leaving more resources available to satisfy other needs in the community. Now, value creation involves making people's lives better. It's contributing to prosperity of the community. And on the other hand, organizations that don't create value are not enhancing people's lives and are making unprofitable products and services. They're actually drawing away resources from higher value uses. And in finance, we play a key role in helping the decisions on resource allocation. I mean, if you think about it, what would we advise such organizations that waste resources or business units with unattractive returns? What would we advise that they do? So maybe we start playing back to ourselves, right? But, if we're suggesting like wasteful companies that they restructure or be sold to a better owner or shut down, in a market economy, the long-term success of the business is determined by how much it's contributing to improving people's lives and prosperities through value creation. And in finance, we've even broken that assessment down around value creation to the net present value formula, where if an organization can over time increase cash flows, decrease leakage and cash outflows, and reduce risk or opportunity cost, its discount rate, net present value should increase. And if organizations are being wasteful or are not creating value, they cease to be relevant. And if we don't create value as finance professionals, so will we. And sometimes I feel like, how many of us are we actually taking our own medicine that we're giving out to our businesses? If we looked at ourselves in the mirror and regarded ourselves in the business of helping create value creation within our businesses, and also hold ourselves by that standard on how well we do this. And I'm reminded of one of our guest mentors recently on the show, Paul Sweeney, and he challenged us to ask, what is our extra? Where do you add value compared to others? That's a great place to start. And over the coming weeks, I'm going to share some other practical methods and steps that I found have worked, and others on our show have found worked, in terms of creating more value for our organizations, and in effect not only helping them become more relevant, but also ourselves. Now, if you can't wait for those upcoming episodes, just listen in to some of our other finance guest mentors on the Strength in the Numbers show. We're on all the main platforms, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and YouTube. And our guest mentors share with you their stories and hard-won lessons they've experienced when looking to create value in the organizations they've worked with. And, they not only share what's worked, but they also share what's not worked, saving you time and effort in going down perhaps rat holes that you could avoid, and then you'll end up creating value even faster. Where it does work, we break those stories down so that you can benefit by putting those into practice straight away, today, tomorrow, next week, whenever you choose, helping your business, your clients, other departments, colleagues, community, customers create more value for them and your organizations. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please let your friends and colleagues know. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves and let's keep on building our strength in the numbers.